Nice. Hey, how's it going? Today I have something pretty cool to show you. This right here is the Condor Parang. Pretty awesome machete, very unique, kind of a cool form to it, and I figure I'd bring it out into the forest and kind of see what it can do. So yeah, come along with me and let's test this thing out. All right, well, I normally, I don't like hacking things just for the sake of hacking them, but this is a perfect situation. I have this trail here, and these branches are kind of in the way, so I'm gonna use this opportunity to test this bad boy out. Let's get to it. All right. Well, did pretty good. Make short work of these little branches here. All right. Well, now we can continue along the trail. All right, so again, this is the Condor Parang. And after trying it out, I'm very happy with this thing. Although this isn't necessarily the type of forest that this is intended for. This is a Malaysian style machete. So it's more for like, hardwoods in the jungle. I tried it out on a bunch of conifers out here, but for trail clearing, this is fantastic. I like how you get the extra length of this blade. It's about 17.5 inches. So let's say you're, clearing a path going uphill or something like that, you can really kind of reach up and get a good swing. You don't have to be right up on the thing that you're hacking. So, I think it did great. It's a 1075 high carbon steel. The spine is pretty thick. It's about 1/4 inch starting in the handle, and it has a slight taper all the way down, which does kind of help with the whole balance of it. You still get a real nice impact because the weight is centered kind of down the blade a little bit, but it's not overly heavy where you get a lot of fatigue in your hand and wrist. It has this powder coating on it, which it is a carbon steel, so that could be definitely beneficial, help it from rusting, although it does scuff up when you use it if that is something that you care about. Also, in addition to that, it has a hardwood handle. It's a South American hardwood. The exact species, I'm not sure. I couldn't find information on that. But You know, pretty good quality. I like how it uses these brass pins, holds it all in, has a lanyard hole. I would say maybe if it had some kind of guard or flare or something that kept your hand from wanting to slide upward, it probably would be an improvement. But typically with machetes, there's so much centrifugal force, it's kind of pulling away. So it does flare at the bottom, almost like a baseball bat or an axe, you know, to kind of keep your hand in when it's swinging. Some people do have a concern about the little section right above the handle because it's so thin, and it does look like it could be a weak point. This thing is made really well, and it's so thick kind of at this point right here, where it is, you know, thin in one dimension, it's thick in another dimension, and it does give it some strength. So when I was researching this thing online, that was something I thought about, like, hey, that looks a little thin there, is that going to hold up? It seems to be a non-issue. So in addition, it says here, made in El Salvador, right on the blade. These are made in El Salvador, although they're a German design. They're from a German company that started a facility in El Salvador. Well, one important thing to talk about is the sheath. It's actually a really high quality sheath. It's very nice. The way that it fits in there, you know, it fits in there well. It slides out a little bit, but that's why they put these snaps on there. So it can only pull out so far. And they're required because the blade flares out just the same shape as this. The back is open to help you kind of get it in there. You wrap these around and you snip it closed. And I really like it. You can't draw it quickly because of these snaps, but really it comes down to the design of the machete. And also, just like other Condor sheaths that I own, it has this. Here, let me set it down. It has this pivot here. I know some people view that as a potential weak point. Like if it's going to fail, it's probably going to fail at this connection. Although I own more than just this one machete by Condor, and my other sheaths, they all are performing just fine. So however it's connected, it's a pretty good design there. And it's really nice when it's, let's say it's on my side here, and I'm moving around. It can swing a little bit, and I wanna sit down or something. You know, you can maneuver this however you want to, which I think is a huge benefit. So here, let's here, I'll do it this way. See if the camera can get those. Yeah, it's a great design, and again, from other examples I've seen of sheaths for their other machetes, they all are very high quality, just like the machetes themselves. So that would be another plus, in my opinion. So hope that helped you. So yeah, once again, the Condor Parang, and I think it's a wonderful buy, and I definitely recommend it.